Okay, second video. First week of prep is officially done, and my background is a lot better than my car today. And not even fake. This is actually what Georgia looks like today. Pretty day outside. All right, so first week is done. And first, whoever you 9 people are that watched my first video, God bless you, because I didn't even think anyone would watch it. So I have like 9 views and 5 shares, which is, it might as well be a million to me. So that was super exciting. Anyway, moving on. So first week of prep is done. And I am down 2.5-ish pounds for my average weight. But I had some like super huge shifts of weight this week. I somewhere around 6 pounds of weight shifting. And that was just from water. I'm in no way saying that it was any kind of massive fat loss, because if only. But I was traveling, that kind of all balanced out, and I got back to my normal eating habits and all the things. And so I had some huge shifts, but overall 2.5 pound weight loss, which is great. Mostly what we're looking for is, I'm thinking 1 to 1.5 pounds a week. Slow and steady wins the fat race. And so that's on track. I was down a few inches kind of overall. So when I check in, I measure arm circumference, waist circumference, chest circumference, both legs, and then hips, which is usually like the widest part of my glutes. So all of those were down a little bit, which is exactly what we wanted. So kind of a boring prep update as far as numbers go, but I am going to try and put in my pictures. So I'm going to show you 3 pictures, and when I tell you whatever generation, like the World War II veterans are, that's where I am technologically. Okay, so I'm like a 97-year-old person when trying to deal with pictures and video and editing and all the things. The fact that I got music in my background last video, you blessed people that watched it, is shocking. All right, so I'm going to try and put in 3 pictures. The first one you're going to see, and disclaimer, there's nothing wrong with the girl in any of these pictures, unless she'll be looking different, okay? So the first photo is when I very first started, way back last June or July, okay? That's in all its glory. There it is. All right. The next picture is from last week. So that was my last check-in before prep. And that girl looks a lot different than the first girl. And again, if you didn't watch my first video, go listen to all my disclaimers, because that middle girl didn't just magically happen. A lot of work went into that middle girl. Yes, there is some posing involved, but I don't look the same as the first girl, even not posed. All right. And then this last picture was from my check-in today. So you can see there's some lines that are coming back, and my waist is definitely kind of pulled in a little bit. And it's water, people. Your girl was retaining some water. All right. It's from my carb decrease. Water usually follows carbs. That's it. It's nothing magic. All right. So that's what we're dealing with now. I don't know if I'm going to include pictures every single time, because I mean, unless you guys are my coach, you're not going to notice all the new lines, or me even. So maybe every month or so I'll put some pictures in, but everyone wants the pictures. So there you go. Hopefully I can get the video and the clips to work in a nice way. Otherwise, I was going to talk just a little bit about what I'm even supposed to look like. So what's going to happen is the NPC and the IFBB, which is like one of the main federations, every federation is going to have a different like requirement or standard that they have set. So they want each class of their athletes to look a certain way. And this is kind of a little specific for the female side. Kind of. I mean, the males, I think, have some standards, but I don't really know, because that's not my thing. So go find someone else's YouTube video that's a male that can talk to you about it. But for bikini, they have a standard, a certain look that you are supposed to strive to achieve, and whoever does that the best in the prettiest way with the nicest muscle wins the show. All right, so they look for an hourglass shape, so I say built out shoulders, but we're not talking like open bodybuilding here. Okay, so built out shoulders, small waist, built out glutes. So that kind of creates a nice hourglass shape. From the side, it will make an S. So shoulder, waist, glute. And of course, overall good muscle. It's supposed to be, which I think is funny, it's supposed to be that you could just walk. This is so funny. This is just, I don't go to the beach looking like this. The show day is supposed to be you could just walk off the beach and go to a bodybuilding show and win. Okay. We'll give it a shot. So that's what we're looking for. So I specifically had to, and refer back to those pictures, you can figure out exactly what I've been having to work on, was building up my glutes. Shoulders were okay, and slimming down my waist. So there was some fat loss needed, muscle work, muscle building needed. So we've been trying to battle that, because usually you can't do them both. You got to do one or the other. Maybe in heaven one day we can do both at the same time. So that's all. This was kind of a not exciting week. I hit all my macros. I checked in with my coach today. Emotionally, mentally, energetically, it was hard. My husband was traveling. I was by myself, and kind of just like that, my cardio bumped up and my training bumped up. So pre-prep, I was training 4 days a week. 3 days were glutes and lower body. 1 day was shoulders. Now in prep, I'm training 5 days a week, still 3 days glutes, lower body, and then basically a shoulder day and a back day, which I love the back days. And then my cardio was just, it was nothing. CrossFit people are gonna like die when I tell you that it was 10 minutes on training days, plus 10,000 steps, which is its own, fat burning situation. But I was not doing a lot of cardio. And then once prep started, it was 4 days, 35 minutes at a incline tread. Not fast. We're not breaking any world records. It was walking on an incline, but it still was 35 minutes that I had to find, that I didn't have to find last week, and one whole less person to help me do it. So fitting everything in was a little bit of a struggle, but Scarlett, my daughter, was a huge team player. She's like completely invested in competition because she cheers, so she's all about mommy's show. So she was a good team player, and we got it done. But it was challenging, and I expect that will be the hardest part of the whole thing, is just finding time. Because last week, even though I was watching my daughter all week, 24/7 with, it was just me, I didn't work. And so I didn't have to worry about that. But Monday, tomorrow, I do go back to work, and work is a little unpredictable. So I do anesthesia in various surgery centers, and I'm there until the schedule is done. And so I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but we're going to make it work, and it's going to be good. So Monday, tomorrow, today is Sunday, tomorrow, my coach will read my check-in that I sent, which includes pictures, all my food log, and my measurements and my weights for the week. And then based off of that, which I think will just be kind of a wash and repeat situation, but I don't know, sometimes I don't guess right at all. So she'll tell me what to do tomorrow. So it will either be leave everything the same, or some adjustments based on how I look and my measurements and my weights, and we'll just go from there and do it all again. So I don't have anything crazy happening this week. I don't expect any, crazy video chaos to fill you in on, but you never know. Life does what it does. So cheers ramping up. That's getting kind of crazy. So I'm going to have to start balancing that soon, and we'll see how it goes. So I lost some weight, which is what we wanted. My lines in my pictures came back. Hopefully I'll be able to work it out where you see them, and we'll see what happens next week. Everything's going good so far. All right, talk to you later.